So there was a time in my life where I really wanted to quit doing documentary. Let's try it again. My name is Lester Arowe. I'm a director and producer of TV, documentaries, film, and commercials. It's not that I didn't like it. I really love doing documentaries. I love everything that comes with documentaries, actually. But it was not the thing or the path that I really wanted to take. I prefer and love horror films. That's my thing. I write horror films all the time. I have many scripts. I've Stay Home was technically like a thriller type of thing. And I have at least two currently that is not edited and not done. One called Good Night, the other called Strangers in the Diner. They're practically shot, mostly edited, but not complete. Because why? Documentaries. Everyone wants to make documentaries. And I understand it seems easy, it looks easy, it seems like you just go capture real life and you put it together and you make a story. But it's not it. That's not really true. Documentary actually takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of research, a lot of effort, a lot of thought, a lot of being able to take raw, real life and make it essentially entertaining, tell a story. And that was something that it's not that I didn't enjoy it, but it became increasingly hard to do at scale. And it just takes a lot out of you. Like, you can work multiple documentaries and I think only if you can compartmentalize each type of way you're trying to tell a story. And that is, I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty easy for me to do. I really have learned that I have a knack for making documentaries, but that's not what I want to do. That's not why I picked up a camera. That's not why I wanted to be a cinematographer or a director. But over time, even though I was making short film efforts and writing them and trying to uh, produce them and make them happen, documentary kept coming to me. And I kept saying, after I do this one, this will be my last one. And then someone would bring something to me that's a great idea. And I go, after this one, this will be my last one. And then someone would bring me another one and another one and another one. And I just realized, like, after winning a couple awards and screenings and the impact that my stories was having on people, I realized that maybe I shouldn't just abandon it. And I don't think I ever planned to abandon it. I think I mainly just wanted to push it back to pull something forward. And it just wasn't working. I just continued to do a new story because these stories were great. And there was like this real human interest, human element to a lot of these stories that I was creating and telling, and the impact that it had on communities. And I knew that I wasn't done with documentaries at the end of a project I did called Dawn of Doppler. And I had a great team that I worked with, Frank Y and Cassidy Sutton, who we produced this together. We made this together for a TV station that I worked at. And it didn't just stop at the day that it aired on TV. It continued for months and months and months, to the point that we were doing these big events, and we did this big event that brought the community together. And that togetherness showed me the power of storytelling, really. I mean, it's a cliche thing to do and say, is talk about the power of storytelling, but when you see the real effects and how it impacts people, these stories, it's hard to like not want to do it again. It's hard to not be juiced up on it. And that's really what it was, is that I was in this position where we're telling these stories that impact people like in a real way, and working on crime stuff. And I worked with a reporter named Hannah King on two groundbreaking stories, one more than the other, and seeing results from basic storytelling. I shouldn't say basic storytelling, but impactful storytelling. And I couldn't leave. It was like, I love these horror films. I love watching them. I love writing them. I love building these worlds, but I'm seeing faster impact in documentary, which is strange to say. Faster, and as faster is relative, because I work with some folks and a product may take a year and a half to make, and then I work with some folks and we're turning these around in like a month, 2 months. And that's the impactfulness of storytelling. And as a documentary director and producer, you get a little bit of a thrill off of that. And that's what I did. Now, I I really enjoyed it, and it's powerful. It's not just it's the moment, and it's what I call the moment. And when you get to feel these moments in the creation, either from the interview or in the edit or in that final version where you create and find the moment where there's like a collective community feeling that as an editor that I know happened and others participated in, and when they talk about it and you could get and when they give us feedback on what they enjoyed, I know at home everyone had the same collective moment, and that's irreplaceable in documentary, and that's something that I love, so it's been hard to leave. And as much as I still want to stop doing documentaries, it's just something I can't leave because of the moment.